Alright, so we got a demon hunter here. What we're going to work on is how you actually play Shadow Priest. Step number 1, we want 1-drops. Also, mana would be just fine here. Okay. Squelch our opponent. So we have to decide, do we want to play Homunculus on turn 1? The answer to that is yes. He has to wait for 2 turns, so we need to go ahead and get the timer running on this guy. So the way that you play the deck is you punch the other guy in the face. Shadow Priest is a face deck. So this guy goes face. This guy goes face. This guy goes face. This guy right here waits 2 turns, and then he goes face. We're going to play our 1-drops. We're playing both the 1-drops here. First of all, because that's going to give us the most stats on the board. Second of all, because this has no target, and this has no target. Next turn, we're going to buff some stuff. And we're going to go face. Our opponent, he just wants to draw cards. And that's how you play this deck. West Demon Hunter, you draw cards. Shadow Priest, punch face. Now he's put a minion on the board. We don't care. That minion doesn't have taunt, so we're going to go face. So we're going to float a mana, which is fine. We want to do the most damage that we possibly can here. So we're going to buff the 2 minions that can attack this turn, and we're going face. We do not care what's on his board, unless it has taunt, which gives us no choice. Since we have a choice, we go face.
Pleasure doing business.
And that's pretty much the deck. We're not so much worried about what our opponent is doing, we're trying to execute our game plan. And for anybody that hasn't been paying attention, our game plan is to punch our opponent in the face. And he's actually going to help us out by taking 2 extra damage here. This is a pretty good draw, just not for this turn. Once he has the quest reward, we could delay him a turn, potentially. In the interest of trying to protect our board as much as possible, Chaplain buff, go on this guy.
Count your blessings, mate.
Then we're going to have to hero power because this does nothing for us. We want to spend our mana as efficiently as possible on dealing damage to our opponent's face, so the hero power goes face. We don't care about the 1/1s, we don't care that this is going to die. We actually hope that he has to punch one of our minions to take more damage. We just want to hit him in the face. We're also going to lose the 2/1 here.
Pleasure doing business.
Okay. Draw a shadow spell.
Bless you.
Come, pray.
We're going to take Raised Dead. Doesn't give us Raised Dead. It's unfortunate. So, it's not the right turn to Elucia. So we're going to Raise Dead and just play the Homunculus again. We'll also have the wriggling horror to be able to buff for extra damage. Really hoping to draw into like a Void Touch Attendant here to be able to get that extra damage in. We're close to being able to kill him, but Demon Hunter has a lot of cards that are going to let him heal up. We might actually play Elucia next turn. We'll see what the situation looks like, but we might just want to get his cards in our hands so that he is unable to play them. Especially since he's going to have the 7/7. We can't deal with the 7/7. We don't want to deal with the 7/7. But we don't actually have to deal with the 7/7. He ended up giving up. But that's exactly how you play this deck. You just punch him in the face, man. You don't worry about the board. You don't worry about what they're trying to do. Shadow Priest, Aggro Priest, whatever you call it, the game plan is to go face. It's a face deck. You just go face. I mean, I'm sure by now, if you're still watching this video, you're sick of hearing me say it, but that's how you play the deck. And I see people misplaying this deck at a very, very high level. I've seen people in top 100 Legend that are like trading on the board and they're using their hero power to trade for the board. That's not how you play this deck. You just go face, and that's all there is to it. If you go face with this deck, you're going to win more than you lose, and you're going to climb ranks. It's as simple as that. So, pick the deck up, go play the ladder, try it out for yourself, just punch people in the face. For 10 games, punch people in the face with this deck, and see if you win more than you lose. You're going to win more than you lose. That's going to do it for the video. Appreciate you watching. For daily Hearthstone content, you can hit the subscribe button. You can also follow UncorruptGG on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok.